Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the TJR Auto channel. My name is Tyler, and in today's video, we are actually going to be working on Gwendolyn. For those who don't know, this is Gwendolyn. She's in quite a state of despair. We have some parts for this truck, and I would like to use said parts for this truck. She literally has not changed since the last time that I had her on the cinema, but I want to start off with getting this new core support area thing. I'd like to get it cleaned up because I'm not putting something on my truck that is this gross. So let's start getting this thing cleaned up as it's drying. I'm thinking we can deal with looping our cooler lines to then throw a battery in this truck and be able to pull it in the garage. We also need to clean up everything here because it's a super nasty, oily mess. From the accident, ATF sprayed everywhere. But also before the accident, it was also just a mess. So we gotta start cleaning some stuff before we can start reassembling some stuff. Let's just kind of flush and wash, and once again, let's just ignore the environmental disaster that I'm creating. The frosted cranberry power wash. I totally did not just steal this from my mother. All right, well, I think there's gonna be a lot of this before I can actually fucking clean anything, so that's fun. Look at that. Oh my God, look at it. It's literally solid. Doesn't help it's been sitting outside in the winter chilled weather. Oh God, this thing's so fucking gross. How can something get this dirty? That's what I wanna know. This is just like, ugh. Well, after making a very muddy mess over there, here's how she looks. This is as good as I'm gonna get it. There is no more mud. There's no more rocks. There's no more dirt shoved in crevices and whatnot. So just gonna leave it here, let the thing drip dry for a while. But at least that's good. So now I'll clean up my mess and we will make Gwendolyn movable. All right, guys, well, basically what we need to do here is take this rubber line, leave it on this one, and loop it to this one. That will effectively bypass the other transmission hoses that are sitting over here that are capped. So we need to take this jumper off, put it to there. And then over here, these are our 1/2-inch lines, which I have to grab hose for. I thought I grabbed the hose. This is just 3/8 hose. And I don't want to cut into my new 3/8 hose just for this. So I figure we'll just chop it here, undo this hose clamp here, and then loop her in and call her good. This is the bypass line I put on the truck to get it in my driveway. Well, not my driveway, but to get it where it's sitting currently when the tow truck dropped it off in the street. All right, that one is off. So with that ready to go, we just got to chop it somewhere down here. And of course, using the trusty Sawzall. Because why would I use cutters? That would just make too much sense. Okay, that's pissing. So let's throw that over there. That there. Shove this into here. And boom, we have bypassed our trans lines again. Let's see, where the fuck did okay, AC lines, those I'll keep capped off. I don't care to have shit get sucked into those. Good enough for me. Okay, that's that. I can kind of just stay there. Those are good. All right, well, let's see if the battery's charged. See if Gwendolyn starts. Well, do we think that's a bad connection, or do we think that's, that is still loose. Nice. She dead. Well, the lights are brighter than before. That is reading higher. Hey, she runs. Look at that shit. Look at that shit, folks. See if our coolers are pissing anything. Yes, that one would appear to be pissing something. Let's see. Oh, she fires right up like a champ. Oh, Gwendolyn is the best truck ever. Change my mind. You can't. All right, we still pissing? Now, you can see that's the new connection I made. Everything else looks all right. So, all right, try to pull it in the garage. Well, gotta get it cleaned up first. Oh, listen to that. Oh, I've missed the sound of this thing. Oh, yeah. It is time, folks. It is time. Oh, okay. Trans is a little unhappy. She was a little hesitant to move when I put her in gear. So at least we can't make it any worse than it already is. So that's good. I can't see if I'm going to hit the marquee. Oh, yeah. Trans is very unhappy. That's fine. Look at that. Oh, baby. Hell yeah. We are so back. Not really. Not really. I'm hoping that the trans is just not feeling right because it's probably low on fluid. When I originally moved this from the street to where it was just sitting, after it got dropped off from the tow truck, I threw in like 2 quarts of fluid and it was on the stick, but probably not full because I didn't let it, warm up and check it hot. So I'm hoping it's just low. That's all I'm hoping for. Otherwise, we're looking at a bad trans, which would suck. I'm gonna use a brush that I bought for my drill. Not on my drill, I'm just gonna yeah, look at that. Okay, you can just kind of go over there. That's good. Yes, nice and filthy, Gwendolyn. Yeah. Ooh, that brake line's fucking pinched, huh? Is that why the brakes don't work that fucking good? The brake line's literally fucking pinched against the frame rail right here for that brake. No shit. I don't think I did that. I'll have to look back at footage when we tore the truck apart, and it's pinched right here too. So the front brakes might literally have not been working as they should because the lines might have already been pinched. That is just, cherry on top. Oh, Gwendolyn. Oh, you are so funny. You are so funny. You tried to kill me, but I don't take it personal. Oh, I would never. I would never. It's about as clean as we're gonna get it. Well, I think we can all agree that these bumper mounts are pretty trashed. That one maybe is savable, but I don't really care to try. I mean, we could maybe try to save that one. This one, though, is definitely cooked. So I vote she just gets cut off the rip. Off the rip. Well, it's one bracket. Look at that. Looks better already. Yeah, that's, nope, that's getting cut off. Woo-hoo. That was scary. Nice. Oh, magnificent. All right. All right. see if I can find a cap for this. Yeah. Yep, I'm just gonna let that piss all over the flow. My wipers still work? Hell yeah, they do. Fuck yeah. My high beam's on? How the fuck? I don't even know. She feels happier now with the trans. That's good. That's probably good enough. Gives us some breathing room at least. Oh, we got plenty of room to the garage door. All right, so. Oh, guys, look at this lighting. Look at this lighting. I know you fuck with it, because I surely do too. I got our battery, and I'll take our battery tray carpet out that was holding the battery in the truck. Nice. There she is. Look at that. We only nicked it in 2 spots. That. It's good stuff. The battery tray needs to get out of here. There's no bolts in this thing holding it in. It was held in by hopes and dreams originally, so I put 2 bolts, like 3 threads in just to hold the battery for moving it. Oh. Nice. Yeah, I don't ever want to see this again. So, I just want to see if we go to throw the core support in, how's she gonna fit? I mean, we can tell it's gonna be like way off. Because that body mount is about in line with that tube. This one is off by a pretty good bit, as we can tell. I'm thinking we just use the angle grinder and chop it. I mean, there's not much salvaging this. We have another one. Where do I start cutting? I don't even know. I don't even know where to start. I guess down here. Nice. Whoo-hoo. Ugh, I don't like that. Okay. Okay. Hopefully I don't cut my wires by accident. That'd be unfortunate. Gotta open her up. Get off me, truck. Get off me, truck, you witch. Yeah, you guys can see what I mean with it literally ripped the frame open. Is the other side of the frame that? No. How fucking hard did this thing get in a hit? Holy shit. Yeah, so as we can tell here where it's like pushed in, it's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to just be flat on the outside. So the outside of the flat, you know, the outside of this frame rail might be a little como se dice cooked. For a section like this where it's bent in, we're probably gonna have to leave this extra metal to weld the new one onto. Because granted, I'm also not gonna be able to get the new one cut flush with the frame. I could probably try, but the chances of getting a Sawzall or a grinder and get a perfect cut where I just knock it right off the frame, not gonna happen. So I don't think we should even take any of this metal off yet. I think we should leave it for now. But one way or another, the way I'm thinking we're gonna line all this up is put the core support on, bolt the fenders to the core support, and then basically we can scab this piece off of the other front frame rail sections that I have, and basically bolt that up to the core support and kind of just have it where it should be. Have that side bolted in, have this side loosely bolted on, and then be able to kind of get it here, weld it on, you know, get a few welds to hold it, and then be able to take the core back out and fully weld it. I'm thinking that's really the extent of the welding for this, you know, the extent of the fabrication repair shit for this. The bumper mounts are gonna be fun, but I don't want to touch those until the core support is like locked in and good. All right, got the new front section in from the Dollarado. It's in the garage. Look how dirty this fucking thing is, bro. How does something get this bad? Like, I'm gonna spend another half hour just cleaning all the shit off this thing. Look at that. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Can't catch a fucking break. Oh, God, look at that. Look at that. Look at the mess. Look at the mess. Well, folks, after I, scraped off 10 pounds of muck from this end of our donor frame section thing, I decided, screw it. Let me cut it and see how decent a man can do. Guys, I did pretty decent, all right? You can tell my cut from this side wasn't perfectly lined with this side, but I mean, come on. I know you like that. I know you like that. So that's good. Funny, if we take this, go over here. Well, first of all, I know I did a lot of that bending, but yeah, so that's that. But if we go to hold this up, we're kind of something like that. And again, though, even if we put it like this, we are what seems heavily sloped that way. Again, that's just going on the cuts that I made. So really, if we line the top up, though, ish, something of that nature, that does put us roughly in line with the other one. So we can tell. Puts us in line with the middle tube, which is center of this, sort of. So that's good. Definitely going to need to be some loving done here about all this. But I think because we have this guy cut, have most things out of the way. I mean, really the only thing that's probably going to give us an issue is this AC line. Maybe also that AC line. But regardless, I think we should try throwing on the core. Kind of just seeing where things land. I do need to find a mount for here, or really I guess I can use even one of the, I forget if this is a good one or a bad one, but just to have our spacer. Why does that seem so drastically different? Well, this core support measures the same height as Gwendolyn's original one. So this should just fit, and it doesn't. So what I'm thinking is I could probably spend a lot of time trying to finagle it in. It's probably not going to work. I can spend the time to pull the hood, pull the fenders, which I don't want to do, but that's probably the smart move. Now with pulling the fenders though, I'm thinking we don't have to pull them all the way out. We can kind of just loosen everything up just enough to get that much wiggle out of it. At least I'm hoping. At that point, I'm almost curious if we can just keep the hood on it, mount it to the fenders. It's probably not a good idea. So I think we're going to try that. Put you right there. Put you right there, boy. Put you right there, boy. Oh my God. Ooh. Ooh. All right, that gives us more room. So that's good. Really, that might be enough room. I mean, I'm gonna do the same to the other side, and because you know, equality. Got to make sure everything's equal and everything's hunky-dory. I think whoever jerk off owned this truck before did a lot of debauchery to make it fit last time.
Hey.
So now shit still don't fucking fit. Oh yeah, that's what we needed. That's what we needed. Oh yeah. Light work. This fender's all fucked up. That's fine. I don't even fucking care. You see, guys, you see? Cut a couple corners. Oh, 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 fucking sexy. Ah, fuck, I didn't put the mount in. Shit. So, just spent the last like 20 minutes just trying to find some hardware to start buttoning some stuff back up, just to basically solidify the mounting spot for this core support so that we can figure out welding on the new core support mount over there. So I did end up finding the bolts, the nuts and bolts for the core support mount. So got that one in, snugged up. I have this one in over here as well with the bushing snugged up. I do have the fenders bolted in, top and on the side, snugly. I can proudly say this is the first time that the lower side fender mount to the core support is actually bolted in. That bolt has never been there, so that's cool. So that's bolted in. I have a bolt up here, but there's no mounting hole. The whole tab is kind of just ripped off this fender. So I have a bolt kind of just in there, and I think it's in the right spot. I don't really know. And then I found the 2 bolts to put the metal mount over here that goes from the core support to the coolant res. I have those 2 bolts like 2 threads in. I wanted to get those kind of just in there. I just found this mount, the one that we chucked from this truck and is from the Dollarado. It's filthy. I took 5 minutes wiping it off and it's still filthy. So I'd like to get this loosely in place. This is the computer mount. The battery tray goes to this. So I figure, and then this goes to the core support. So I'm just trying to get the core support basically mounted as far as I can elsewhere so that we can confirm where this new mount that we have to weld in is going to go. I'm also thinking I'll probably throw the hood back on because then at that point, the back of the fenders are going to have to be, you know, where they're going to live. The hood, we'll see if it can hinge here or not. It might be bent on the hood, I don't know. But I did hook up the hood latch just in case we do get to that point. But yeah, just kind of throwing stuff in places. This is all gonna have to get removed. But I figure this puts us in a better-ish, sort of not really spot. I guess it does. I think the bumper mounts will be the last thing, but when we can get this mount welded on, we pull everything back out, I think that'll be a good time to clean up the frame and paint the front frame rails where I will never be able to get my hand again with this being out, because I don't ever care or plan on this truck being back apart this far. Well, folks, it's a new day. It's a new night. Last night, though, last time I worked on the truck, I might have gotten a little carried away with the mock-up. Look at that. Gwendolyn is back to looking like a truck. Problem, it all has to come back apart for the most part. I really just wanted to see everything on here. A, motivation. B, just to make sure things line up better than they used to, which now they certainly do. The headlights and the grille did not fit right at all with the old front end. So things actually fit the way they should now, and that is good. That's what we want to see. But with everything fitted as it is, I think this is the perfect time to swing our new core support mount, kind of roughly where it needs to be on the frame, prep a few spots, get some welding done on it as it sits, and then we can basically take most things back apart to be able to re-weld the top of it. Pretty slim chance I can get the MIG gun in there and actually weld it as it sits. It would be kind of nice if I could, but I'm not against taking everything back apart on the truck. I already had planned on it. This would be the time to do that brake line that's pinched, but I'm just gonna ignore that until that's an issue down the road when I rear end somebody else. But I primarily would like to rust reform any of the tight nooks and crannies on the inside of the frame and kind of the top of the frame. Anything I can get to now that I won't be able to get to when the truck is fully assembled, I would like to rust reform and paint just so it's done. Whenever we end up doing the bed swap, I already planned on knocking all the rust off the bed, rust reforming the whole frame, and painting it all so that it's all nice, sealed, and hopefully lasts way longer. Regardless though, I just got all the material for that. I just got more MIG wire. I should have enough gas. The only thing we're missing is a little drinky drank. Wow, would you look at that? A drinky drank has appeared. Well, Gwendolyn, it is time for you to partially get a little more fixed. Well, I'll use my air file. Well, air file, get one of these if you don't have one. This thing's sick. I have a brand new belt for it. So I'm just gonna put the new belt on it. And I will have to buy more of these. This is my last one. This will make quick work of just cleaning up just the area that I need to weld. So that'll be good. Boom. Get the air compressor fired up. I'll get safety glasses on. We'll start boogieing, baby. This truck is literally just like a big Lego set. It's so great. All right, so, okay, why are you here? Go there. All right, that's my nut. So I can just leave that. Actually, I'll pull this out, this here. That can just kind of stay out the way. Look how quick that is. Oh, this tool is so worth it. Harbor Freight, baby. It's gonna get a little squirrely in here, but gotta send it. I'm gonna call that good enough. At least now, when this goes in here, it's basically gonna sit like that. So we can get a nice clean weld, hopefully on this whole side. The top, we can get most of it. And then, like I said, the other side, it's maybe get a good inch without having to do any other crazy repair work. So good enough for me. Something like that. Puts us in a pretty good spot. Gets this whole joint met. The whole top is not the best fit, but it's definitely weldable. And again, this is just good. It's good enough. All right, like we know the core support will mount to this. We're not like fighting it into position. I mean, resting with this pretty tight. It's close. Obviously, we just got to pick it up just a tiny bit. So that is good. We like that a lot. So now it's time to get the welder set up. Just for curiosity, we got like a pinky finger of threads. This side about a pinky finger of threads. So yeah, we're about the same tightness on both sides. And again, everything front end wise lines up. That is why I wanted to leave everything there. We can get this basically tack welded into place. Let's see if I can try to get one in the top back. Doubt it, but oh God. Hey. Yeah, I forgot. I didn't clean the inside of the mount, so there's a lot of schmutz that we're gonna be burning off here. So that's good. Got another one back there. Oh yeah, she's melting. Damn straight, son. Damn straight. All right, well, we're fit, so that's good. I should probably get a tack on the back side. I don't really feel like it, but I guess we will. That's not good. There we go. Back in business, guys. Back in business. I don't know why that did that. Yeah, we're gonna keep doing this until the breaker gets hot. That's usually when I stop. Nice. I think I missed. Go figure, my phone ran out of storage, so you guys missed my sick weld I just did. Look at that. Look at that. How good that looks. That is perfection. Is it too hot? Probably. Do I care? Nope. That just means it's fused. All the old undercoating's burning off the back. Don't know if that got caught in the last clip, but I think we have enough weld on this that it's not gonna just fall back off. So we can basically strip the whole front end, which I guess I'll just strip this thing back down off camera. There's really not much to it, but it's gonna go quicker. And I also don't have to waste storage for something that you guys are gonna see me reassemble totally. Like I said, when we go to do the final assembly, obviously I'm gonna record that. So I'm gonna take this all apart and then we will weld this together and then deal with our frame situational stuff and hopefully put this thing back together. I don't know. Well, we are back with storage and we are disassembled. And I also sprayed some rust reformer on basically anything that I'm not gonna be able to get to after we put the front end back together. So I figure I'm gonna let the rust reformer dry. I might have went a little heavy in some spots. I also did zero prep work. Anyways, I'll let all that dry while we weld this. Then we can kind of inch our way up with some more rust reformer. I also did buy, where is it? Over here. More wire. I got this stuff. This worked out good on Holly the HD's frame. For those who don't know, Holly the HD was my first GMC pickup. It was a 05 2500 HD single cab long bed, 6.0 4L80 4-wheel drive. Great truck, great truck. Honestly, horrible truck, great truck. That whole frame I painted with that stuff. Looked great, had no problems with it through the one winter I owned the truck. So I figure we'll just brush paint everything we kind of can get to right now. After we weld this, of course, and I'm not going to do the front frame horns yet because we still have to weld bumper bracket mounts on it, which I'm not worried about at this exact time. A little hot. A little hot right there. Oh, beautiful welds. Look at you. How much wire do we have left? Oh my god. Still got enough for a little bit more welding. I'm gonna get my money's worth out of this spool. Guys, that's how you do it. I feel so good right now because my flat weld came out great. Now, when we go for the vert down, that might be my downfall. But hey, at least the top weld that nobody's ever gonna see looks phenomenal. Yeah, we're only gonna get a little weld out of this one before we run out of wire, so that's good. Oh, dude, that's like textbook welding right there. Holy shit. Yeah, we're just about out of wire. So while we're still on a hot streak, I'm going to re-spool the welder and we'll get right back to it. And literally 5 minutes later, we are re-spooled. Let's weld, baby. She's burning hot. Holy shit. Right, a little bit more welding on that side. We can jump to the back. Let's finish her out. Let's finish her out. Well, folks, it's not my best work, but certainly good enough for a totaled $700 truck. Well, that looks horrible because I couldn't see what the fuck I was doing for half of it. She ain't going nowhere, folks. That ain't fucking going anywhere. I don't know about you guys, but this is just a good sight. So as we can tell, not my best. That was a little rough right there. That's where we beat down the spot because it was up a lot. But even with all the starts and stops, it's not like it looks bad. That's definitely good welds. If you look from the backside, I'm not going to show you. It is fully penetrated. Like this is good. This is probably as good as it's going to get for what it is. Working with like a $400 welder. At least that's what I bought it for. So that's definitely going to take some time to cool off. So I'm going to give it its time to cool off. I'm going to pack the welder back up because I'm definitely done with that for the night. But all the other spots on the front frame section-ish area that I just rust reformed, if they're dry, hopefully they are. They look it, so to me that's fine. We're going to start brush painting some of those spots. Anything that I know I'm not going to be able to get to after I put the front end back on, I might as well just do it now, right? So I'm just going to start doing that. I'll show you guys a little tidbit of how that looks, but I'm definitely not going to record the whole thing. It's going to take me some time just kind of flicking the brush around and making a mess. But basically, after I seal up some of these spots, it's going to be time to start like final reassembly, which is pretty sweet. So I like that. The paint stuff's going to take a while, so there she is, folks, in the flesh. 34 degrees outside. Painted. It looks better than it did. Hopefully it's more protected than it was. And about 8 to 10, maybe about half of this paint's going to scrape off when we try to reinstall this. It's apparently supposed to rain almost all day tomorrow and or potentially snow since it's a little chilly in these winter months. So that means right now it's about 7:10. I got to grind on this thing right now and see how far we can get it tonight. Ideally, I'd like to get the core support back in totally. But before we do that, we got to put the new AC condenser into the core support, then the radiator, and hopefully try to land it back home where she's going to live forever. To save some time, there she is, folks. Let's throw her in. Totally forgot to clean up any of the shrouding. So we're going to reuse Gwen's original lower shroud because it's less nastier than the other truck's shroud. So that's going to go in here, mess up about half of our paint, so that's good. So that's going to have to go kind of there-ish. Now putting this core support in, loaded as it is. I say loaded, even though there's really not that many parts on it. We are going to be fighting the AC lines over here. That's why I left them capped off, because they're going to get dirty. And we are going to be fighting the fenders and probably this bracket, which at the worst I can unbolt. I probably actually should just, it's 2 bolts. I probably should just unbolt that. Tonight, at least, I would like to see, the core back on the truck. So that's got to go something like that. Already hitting the AC. That's good. That's great. It's awesome, Tyler. I probably should just unbolt that AC line. Okay. I think this bracket, oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I think that bracket's, it's probably gonna be easier if I just undo that bracket too. But let's try to suffer with everything still where it is. Because why not, guys? Oh, Jesus. All right, that one wire clip's already broken, so get the remnants of that out. Ah, yes. Same issue we used to have, where it's like crazy high. I wonder if we should dip the top in first. That might honestly work out better for me. If I kind of tip this out, can we like swing her? Oh yeah, just like that, just like that. Don't fight it, Gwendolyn. Just accept it. I got that side started. This one. There's miscellaneous fluids dripping out of the radiator onto my fresh paint job. That's just lovely, isn't it, guys? It's a lovely sight to see on a beautiful Monday. All right, AC lines pop through. All right, that side. not really. That's kind of not really under the fender. How's this one? This mount's ripped, it's fine. So, oh, there we go. Where does this need to go? This needs to sit just like that. Just fucking like that. Oh, I love it when it works. Oh, I love it. All right, the fan shroud I can actually kind of pop into its holder. That kind of just clips into the back of the radiator. So how far off are we from body bolts? This side's pretty dead on. Does this need to just go back more, or what are we doing? What are we doing, Gwen? What are we doing? You can kind of just go somewhere else. Oh, okay, just come off. That actually makes my life a little bit easier. I like that. Okay. Lower radiator hose. Actually, I'm gonna throw a clamp on that. It's falling into place, guys. This is just phenomenal. Guys, I'm getting good at this, all right? I promise. I'm not that much of a hack, okay? I'm totally gonna reuse all the blown body mounts, but hey, who's to judge? That one's a little crooked. Hold on, guys, just take this in right quick. I just got scared that there was a bunch of fluid on my frame. Just so happens to be fresh frame paint, because I'd be gang banging like that. Just kidding, I actually don't gang bang. Please don't come after me. I'm gonna be daunting. Shove the lines out here, because I'm not dealing with that shit today. Nice. Since the intake removed itself, might as well put the upper shroud on. I mean, the one from the Colorado is disgusting, but I could just put it on just to have it there and then not feel bad about buttoning up other stuff. I'm gonna try to finesse this Johnny on in. Hopefully the notch in this one for the metal intake also clears the K&N. Okay, the alignment pegs are, one's good, one's broken. All right, so main radiator hoses are on. Not worried about the little guys because it doesn't matter. We're not gonna be running the cooling system just yet. So that is good. Got to figure out this intake situation. Yes, that looks like dog shit, bro. I love it. Guys, I am the best there is. It fits. I think now it would be appropriate to throw headlight buckets, headlights, grill back on. I also still need to bolt the fenders down. Let's redo that really quick. Nice. Yes, yeah, neutral drop. Nice. Dude. Probably so bad for it, but can you say you neutral drop your fucking electric ratchet? I bet not. I bet not. All right, fenders are back on. Hood latch is hooked up. For the Hoosies, for the Huz, for all my money, does the hood fucking fit? Let's not shut this inside the hood. That would not be, well, that would not be ideal. Let's just shove that there. Does the hood still fit? That's the real question. Monster fender gap. No fender gap. Cuh, get at me, cuh. Oh, that's actually not, it's a pretty good gap, but I can realign the fender for that, so I'm not really worried about it. Real question, does the hood unlatch? Oh, dude. Like butter. Like butter. All right, so that means we are good to continue on our efforts of making this truck whole once again. I think think it's time for Mr. Grill to go back in. So line up that push tab. Line up our weird quarter zip, quarter turn things. Okay. All right. Now it can't fall off, so that's good. Just do. Okay. Oh, that already popped itself in. That's that one. Got a little quarter zip. Locked in. That's what you guys should be doing, locking in and buying some TJR Auto merch. Available in a link down below. I promise it's good stuff, guys. It's good stuff. Where is my quarter turn? Boom. Grill is installed. Now, these are just potentially temporary, so I'm not gonna bother putting bulbs in them yet. I got something way cooler. Got something way cooler than these to put in, so. These are just a nice placeholder though. Makes the truck look whole. Shows you that the truck could be full. Yep. This little fella. Go to its temporary home. Just like that little fella right there. These headlight mounts are so easy, but they also kind of suck. Also probably doesn't help that the retainers I'm using are like super corroded and nasty. They got a little extra juice on them, you know? Boom. Would you look at that, guys? It is 8:18. Just over an hour from nothing on the front end to where we are now. I don't know about you guys. I think that's pretty good. Granted, not every single thing is hooked up, obviously, but I mean, for what we just did, I feel like that really wasn't that bad. Now, this is not permanently being installed, but it's being installed, sort of, not really. But like 3 retainers in it. Just so I can say that I have one of these, because this is sick. Boom. Oh, dude, this is so good, bro. I didn't have one of these before. Pre-accidente. Post-accident, bro, we got a fucking complete truck. I'm gonna wipe that because it looks worse than everything else right now. That's crazy. None of my trucks had that top cover, so I am honored to have Gwendolyn be the first GMT 800 I own to have this cover. Look at that shit, folks. Look at that shit. Ain't that a good damn looking truck? It looks exactly the same as it did when I pulled it in the garage earlier, except now I don't have to take it back apart all the way. But with all the rain we got coming in, I think I'm gonna call it a night with the old girl. All this stuff is fine. Well, not the stuff that's like hanging super low. Most of this should be fine to just kind of leave where it is. So it's gonna kind of tuck it, and then when I park the truck, I'll make sure like the connectors aren't just hanging out like they are right now. But yeah, we should be good to park her for the night. It's really tempting to fill the cooling system, but I don't want to in case I need to, disconnect anything. It just makes me feel better knowing that there's things hooked up in places. Watch this, fellas and fellettes. I can find the key. There's the key, still zip tied to the column. No, you may not come and steal my truck. Nothing's pissing and nothing's hitting with the fan, so that's good. There's a little noise up there. I'm not going to worry about it. I shut the tailgate. All right, time to tuck Gwendolyn. Info the night. Let's hope the transmission decides to work today. That would be superb, Gwen. Ah, yes, I can't see shit out of this thing. Okay, it's kind of, all right, she's working, I guess. Oh, I love this truck. I miss driving this thing, bro. Hi again, folks. It is yet again another new day. Still very happy about what we got done last night. Frame paint looks mint. Everything looks good. The truck did not fall apart magically while sitting last night, so that's good. That is good. What I would like to start with today, I'm debating if I want to do the bumper or if I want to take care of the cooler, you know, all the coolers that we got to do. I'm almost thinking we should probably suffer and get the bumper over with so that we know exactly where we can or can't route some lines. Like I know like right here, we're gonna have the bumper bracket. I don't know how much room is gonna be there for us to route lines if we got to go that way. Realistically, I would route them a different way, but just to be safe, I think we should get our last big thing here, the bumper, and get those brackets figured out, get the bumper fitted, and go from there. So while I got the trans drained, I went ahead and cleaned up the front of the frame horns. So there's no more material from the old front bumper brackets, but looking at our new bumper bracket section, I've been sitting here for about 5 minutes trying to figure out the easiest way to just take these off of here. There is no easy way. So I think we might delay the front bumper on this truck for a touch longer. And by that I mean probably not this video. Trust me, I want to see a front bumper on this truck, but I want to do it right. I don't really care to cut the frame itself if I don't have to. The frame is straight, you know, so it's like, why should I just cut the frame to weld on another chunk of frame? And that frame's really nasty and full of mud. Mine isn't. So I'd rather just put the brackets on the frame. That's what I originally had intended. But yeah, I'm not worried about that right now. So I guess what we're gonna do is jump to coolers. And by coolers, this is what I'm referring to. Now this looks fancy, right? Amazon. All Amazon, the cheapest shit. Well, not the cheapest, but pretty cheap with like decent reviews. So we got 2 small coolers, 1 big cooler. Big cooler's going for the transmission, and then one of these will be power steering, one of these will be engine oil, and that basically wraps up all of our systems will be tidied up. Nothing will be looped anymore, like that guy down there. So I guess we'll start by getting this guy off and going from there. Now, I don't know where I'm gonna mount all these coolers. There's room, but there's not that much room here. Yeah, I mean, even something like that, where we can catch the top 2 corner screws, just like that. Then I'm hoping, again, I'd like to have the bumper on for this. I almost feel like I have to sit higher with this like that. Oh, decisions. Unless, so if we did this one roughly there-ish, right? Everybody keep their imaginary eyes on. These are pretty tiny. I mean, these could go kind of over here so that they're not totally blocking the condenser. They can partially block the condenser, partially block the radiator. I feel like that might work, right? You know, one each halfway, and then everything kind of gets air still, you know. I'm sure we're not going to kill the condenser, but it's like, I don't know. Something like that. I mean, it's really, it's kind of the only options we have here. Well, that's where it's staying. Nice. Like that. It even tweaks itself out for the lines. Now that is perfection, guys. I've never seen something more glorious. Boom. 2 on each side. That ain't going nowhere. If I pipe tape these, I don't know if they're pipe thread. They really don't look like it, honestly. So I think these might get a little tape on them just to be safe. That is tight enough for, we'll see if it leaks when we start the truck up after all this. This is just so we can get a rough length. About to this spot. There, plus about an inch. That leaves us plenty of wiggle. Actually, plus about an inch and a half. Good enough for me. I know you guys love my methods. Don't worry, I do too. All right. Well, that's good. That's good. We're getting somewhere, guys. I don't know where, but we're getting somewhere. And just like that, we have ourselves transmission cooler. Look at that. Why is my hands? Oh, there we go. Look up. What are we doing? Look how fancy. What are we doing? All right. I use those. I don't trust these hose clamps to save my life, but we're going to send it. And then there's our 2 lines there. They're not cut in optimal spots, so that's why they're, this one flares out, because I cut it on a bend. It's fine, because there's probably like 3 inches of rubber hose over the metal line, double hose clamped on each. So I think she's good, minus the mess I made, but she's good. So let's move on to that guy, which is our engine oil cooler. So folks, it has been a long time. Longer than I'd like to admit. But I don't want to talk about it. It was not working out. It's not happening. I did cut the oil lines back though, and I just put the loop back on them. I don't want to talk about it. I am so... Nope. Trans cooler is good. Power steering cooler. We're gonna run it till she blows, I guess. We're gonna be totally honest. I don't feel like doing a trans pan gasket and filter right now. So I'm just gonna put the drain plug back in and put new fluid in it. If the transmission decides to still be funky, at least I have a filter and gasket that I could put in it. I'm not doing it. So there's that. I should probably do an oil change because I lost a lot of oil when I cut the line and I was covered in oil. The oil change right now, make sure I have the right filter. Then I'll deal with going to the store to buy trans fluid because I think I only have probably 4 quarts. Well, it would appear I should have done an oil change before we rebuilt the whole fucking truck. Those are gold specks on my finger that came off the drain plug. Actually still some on there. Sorry folks, I did a few things. I'm still very pissed off. And now I'm more livid than anything after seeing those golden nugget flakes on the drain plug of the oil. But, new oil filter. 5 quarts of 530, an extra 1 quart of VR1 just because why not at this point. And then out of the trans, I drained only 2.5 quarts from the drain plug on the trans. Mind you, the truck is sitting at an angle, so it definitely didn't get all the fluid out because the drain plug is towards the front of the pan. So I threw 2.5 quarts back into it. I have 1 extra quart of trans fluid. Hopefully that's enough. I don't know. But we're gonna throw the battery on it and fire it up and see what happens. I also did throw a bit of coolant into it as well. It has been slowly taking more down, but I'd like to keep topping as it's running, just because at that point it should be sucking it in. I don't know. I don't fucking care. I have lost all motivation after seeing that drain plug. That just really, I'm not that surprised. I'm surprised, but I'm not that surprised. I mean, it is what it is. It's just one of those things where it's like, if I did an oil change before I crashed it, or at least after I crashed it, I would have had no drive to actually keep this thing or get it done. Like, because like the motor has to come out. That's what it comes down to. So makes me wish I kept the Colorado, because that truck would have probably been fine. I don't know if the motor was really knocking. That might have just been a flex plate noise. Anyways, let's see if Gwen blows the fuck up. Not pissing anything yet, so that's good. These are nice and dry. Those are dry. Our lube is dry. This fucking thing is fine at the moment, so it doesn't stay that way. Oh yeah, suck all the coolant right now. Well, here's how she looks. I just zip tied up our wires and the engine oil cooler line so that they don't flop around. What's the point of taking Bonnie to the store if we can just take Gwendolyn? So yeah, this headlight literally just died. Signals are a different color, so that's good. Shout out Mike for this. So now this taillight doesn't work at all. Those bulbs are probably shattered. So we have one working taillight, one working headlight. This thing looks horribly sketchy with the bed in the back, but let's try driving and see if we die. Well, let's see what happens, guys. Gwendolyn's first time back on the road. Also, the blower motor totally died. It just locked up, so that's good. It's been so long since I've driven this truck. Speedo fixed itself. Third gear. It's actually shifting pretty decent. I'm barely on the gas, but well, these headlights fucking suck. Can't even see anything. All right, well, we're cruising. We got oil pressure, we got voltage, we got gas. Hoping we built some trans temp, and we got normal coolant temp. So everything's looking, oh, big bump. Everything's looking good. Why is there There's a strange haze behind the gauge cluster. Don't know why. But we're gonna try to go to the auto parts store, buy some trans fluid, and hope that she makes it there and makes it back. That would be ideal. Seems to be driving totally fine, so that's good. I'm still gonna buy some ATF since I don't have any. I can't see shit. These headlights suck. Wow, those LEDs are much better than these. I gotta swap those in. And also, we do still have brakes, so that's good. Those still work. We still have a bed inside the bed, so that's good. We'll see if I get arrested tonight. Probably will. We'll see. Can we make this jug? I'm not pushing my luck here, folks. I am not pushing it. You never know. She's driving fine. Oh, well, okay, I can't see shit now. Oh my God, guys, we made it to AutoZone. Oh my God. That's crazy. I'm actually amazed that we made it. Also, whenever I turn the blinkers on, it turns on both blinkers. It's very weird. We're gonna park away from the door. Yeah, look at this. Look at this, guys. It like ghost turns on the other one. That's the left blinker, right? That's the right blinker. I don't know why it does that. But Gwendolyn is back. She's maybe better than ever. I don't know if I'd say that, but she is here, which is now, and that is good. I might buy a headlight bulb. I'm probably gonna buy a headlight bulb. I should probably also buy a taillight bulb, but then I'm gonna go down the rabbit hole buying all the bulbs. We're not pissing anything, so that's good. I probably should have brought something to check the trans fluid, but we'll deal with that after. Now this is a fucking sight. My God, this thing is a behemoth. I've missed it. I got headlight bulbs, so we're somewhat legal. A funnel that probably won't work, and some Dextron 3 compatible cheap ATF. I don't know. I think that might have been a little burnt out. So it's that. Unfortunately, I smelled something burning, and I found this sitting on the long tubes. So that's great. We love to see that. So that's gonna go there so it falls again. Just kidding. That's fine. And I threw in maybe a little less than a quart of ATF. I don't know. Let's see. Can't picture we can make it much worse by adding a little bit more fluid at a time. Where's my key? I really gotta cut this fucking zip tie. Aha! 2 headlights. Alright, well, let's see if we can make it home. Trans feels a little bit better, I'd say. Clicks right in the gear now. Still can't see shit with these headlights. They're probably just aimed up, but at least we have lights. We look somewhat legal, except for the rear. We look very illegal if a cop saw us from the back, which would be unfortunate. So let's just hope we can make it home. I kind of got faith in her. And yeah, I don't know. Gwen's back, sort of. I can only imagine what our check engine light is on for. I don't know why the cargo lamp thinks it's on, because if I hit the cargo lamp button, it doesn't do anything. What the fuck? Now the lights only work with the high beams on? Bro, I don't understand this truck. Sorry if I don't seem that thrilled. I've just been just been tight since I saw what I saw on the oil drain plug. So not as stoked as I was hoping to be. But one way or another, I'm gonna call this a big win because Gwen's back on the road. We are literally driving the truck around town, and so far it's been fine. All of our vitals look good. Got a little bit of temp in the trans, so haven't been arrested yet. I probably can't even see red and blue lights behind me though if I do get arrested. We are home. Gwendolyn lives again. Yep. All right, well, I'm just gonna leave the key in it because if somebody steals it, joke's on them. Well, folks, I think that is where we're gonna conclude today's video on getting Gwendolyn back on the road. Now, I certainly had higher expectations for myself to basically get the truck like totally done front end wise. Obviously, that didn't really work out. But nonetheless, we got the truck back on the road. We only like kind of partially fixed the accident damage. Like the only thing that the accident did was bad transcooler, bad radiator, bad bumper, headlights and a grill. So we got like 3/4 of it done, I guess. Oh, and the hood. The hood was toast. I don't know. I really would have liked to have seen the truck basically fully wrapped up, but it's just how it goes. I've been putting a lot of time into this thing, and some stuff I took my time with, some stuff I tried rushing, some things bit me in the end, but one way or another, I was able to drive the truck to work and back home from work today. It doesn't have heat because the blower motor is totally dead, but it did fine. It had no issues. So the next thing on my list, aside from finishing everything here, is getting the bed out of the bed. We were supposed to have snow the day that you guys are seeing this video, which is 2 days from the time I'm filming this outro. And I'd rather drive this in the snow than the Marquis or the GTO, which I probably won't even fix the GTO by the time this video's out. So I'd rather drive this than the Marquis in the snow, if we're gonna be totally honest. But one way or another, Gwen is back on the road. I am stoked about it. The truck is driving and running as good as it did before. No new noises or anything, so I guess fingers crossed about the gold flakes in the oil. I don't know how much time this motor has left, but it's probably on borrowed time. I will say the first oil change I did in this truck when I bought this truck, it had nothing in the oil, no metal flakes or anything. So I was convinced that when this truck was sitting in a tow yard with the wrecked front end, that it had a solid 6-liter. And after what we saw last night, I'm thinking it might not be as solid. So I'm at the weird point of I don't know, still kind of down on motivation. But again, I'm happy that the truck at least runs and drives. God forbid the Marquis dies, God forbid the GTO stays dead. We can drive Gwendolyn. We have a second vehicle. So 2 out of 3 isn't that bad. But anyways, that is where I'm gonna be wrapping up today's video. I know this one is probably already plenty long, and I have hours of footage to sort through. I would like to give a very, very big thank you to everybody. If you've been a returning viewer or sub, whatever the case may be, watching all the truck content, I really do appreciate it. The videos have been doing insanely well compared to all my past content, so thank you. It really does mean a lot, and that is basically the only motivation that I have with doing stuff like this. So that's good. Thank you. But if you guys want to help out the channel more than you already do, down below will be a link. Go get you some TJR Auto merch. Just had a few more designs come out, and I think those are, I'm supposed to get the samples of them probably by the time you see this video, so hopefully I can say they're good. I don't know. They look cool, so that's good. This stuff is pretty comfy though, actually. It's nice Gildan stuff. It's not, or Glidden? Gildan? I don't, it's a real brand, I promise. It's not just like some like cheapo stuff. I promise it's good stuff. Anywhoozins, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I truly do appreciate it. I love each and every one of you, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.